Good morning, Airsofters. Phil here from the Leicestershire Gun Centre, also known as Leicestershire Airsoft and Leicestershire Air Guns. Now you may be looking at this thinking, what on earth is that? Well, this is the AS-40. It's a grenade launcher, but it's very different to the usual grenade launchers. Now, take note first of the overall size, okay? I know that we've seen things like, you know, the handheld Cyma versions. We've always seen the Ares versions. We've seen the ITS, so the multiple grenade launchers, MGLs. But this is relatively new on the market, as far as I'm aware. Certainly new to us, anyway. It looks like it should be in like Hellboy or Judge Dredd, Warhammer, you know, that sort of thing. Games Workshop. And you would imagine a Space Marine sort of walking down the road or bang bang sort of scenario, you know. But that's not the case. This is a twin Mosscart launcher used in airsoft. Now, we'll ignore the Mosscarts first. It's lightweight. You can easily wave it around one-handed all day long. It has got a QD point on the rear here and one on the other side. So you could very easily as well keep it in reserve for if you needed to go into a CQB environment, so something like the jail, for example, trying to clear out some rooms. Things like the MGL or the Matrix that Nupral now do, fantastic bits of kit, really, really nice, but they're a little bit circular, so when you try and put them onto your back, they're a bit uncomfortable. Good thing with this is, it's flat. If you look at the actual size, you could have that on your back, no dramas whatsoever. Have it hanging around your side. If you went to somewhere like Cardex Customs, hazarding a guess, could they make a holster for it? You could just about slap it on your leg. Maybe, maybe not, don't know. You'd have to ask the people at Cardex Customs for that, but having one of those on your leg would be pretty cool, especially if it's a lock-in, lock-out, as opposed to a pull-in, pull-out. But, AS-40 grenade launcher. So, open the piece up like that. Now, what you can do with this is you can fire one Mosscart at once, or pull down on this lock here and then pull the trigger. That then fires both Mosscarts. Now, should work with anything sort of 40mm. I don't see why it wouldn't. It begs the question, will it work with Master mics and 40 mics? I have no idea. It should do. I've not got any to try out, but I don't see why it wouldn't. But you could imagine, you know, using 240 mics on this Master Mics 40 mics would be quite hazardous. Please don't do it. It's just, I've seen the kind of wounds that they can cause. A friend of mine, he's got one of them, and he brought it into the shop, and he said, "Phil, shoot me with one of these." His back was quite a mess after he used the 40 mic. So please don't be that person. Don't stick two of these in here and go nuts. If you wanted to do that playing at home, you know, on some targets, fine, it could be a giggle, but don't be that guy to do that on the field, because that's not fun for anyone. I would only stick to your normal Mosscarts, and even then, be careful on the capacitor, because if you've got a Mosscart that's doing 200 and then you've got one doing 200 and you pull them both at the same time, especially indoors, it's going to be uncomfortable for that sorry player, okay? So please be realistic with it. Having said that, when it walks out of the store, you do what you want with it, but just keep in mind, safety first. Safety is absolutely paramount. Now, you've got a rail on the top, small rail on the back. You've also got, what I'm led to believe, M-locks on the side, okay? So, and they're on both sides, of course, so you've got ample space, given the size of the piece, to pop on a range of bits and pieces. I had a giggle with one customer, and we said, well, why don't you get other grenade launchers, like the very small Zoxners, or put a couple of those on the side, so you've got your main launchers, and then the smaller Zoxner launchers on the side as well. That'd be amusing. The piece itself does come with two Mosscarts with it anyway, priced at the 170. So all in all, considering that Mosscarts by themselves not necessarily cheap. The fact you get two with it for the 170, it's not bad at all. The Moscars don't add a huge amount of weight to it, but I mean, whether you can see it or not, you know, you see that coming around the corner, and more to the point, if you know what that can do, it's going to be a little bit worrying because you know what to expect. But it is the AS-40 170 with the two Moscars. As I've said, don't be that guy just to whack it in there with high capacity rounds. That's not fun for anyone. So be realistic with it. But somewhere like the jail, for example, where you need to clean some rooms, would work a treat. The beauty with this is because you can fire one Moscar at once, you can walk into the room, breach and clear, and then if you know you've got a room next to that, you can walk into that and breach the next one. So you can deal with two rooms, you know, relatively straightforward in quick succession. Compact, QD on the back, so you can easily hook it on a sling of some sort around yourself, and it's light enough to carry around all day long as well. So if you've got some room clearing to do, keep that in mind. We've got one on the wall and it's on the website as well, and then we're open Thursday, Friday, Saturday 10 till 5. So if you want to come and take a look, please do. Pop in within that time span and we can show it to you.